Okay. Hello, 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 hello. I am Ann Humphrey, and I am the creator and administrator for the Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. Again, this is by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles, a book that was written all the way back in 1910. Some people say other dates, some people say 1908, 1912, but from what I've heard, it's 1910. And I am the administrator for this fabulous group here on Facebook, the Seven Figure Mastermind Group. This is a group that we discuss, we learn, we become the science, we are the science, we walk like the science, and also this is a group that we have determined and made up our minds that this year, 2022, will be the year that we will become millionaires. So, this is the Valentine's Day edition. It is February 14th, 2022. Now, I know many of you may be out doing a lot of wonderful things with your loved ones. I had the opportunity to do that a little earlier, and I still have some other things that I'm going to do later, but I wanted to stop by because this is the day that was really set aside to say, show that extra love. Tell someone that you love them. And what better way to come today to discuss what am I up to? This is my weekly check-in and to also share some updates about the group as well. So let's get started. The time is approximately 9:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's jump right on in. So the other day when I came and it was January 31st, the ending of first month in the first quarter. As you know, this is the second month in first quarter. So I came to you on January 31st because I wanted to share some important things that I was up to, why it's important to be accountable, especially if you are truly serious about becoming a millionaire. You see, here's the deal, folks. This is the time that you're going to be tested. This is the time that everything about you and about what you do is a reflection of you. I am very serious about everything that I put out because once again, it is a reflection of me. So when I was a little girl, I was always told before we could even go out the door that there was a certain way that we had to carry ourselves. You know, we got the talk. And most, I would say, African American homes or people of color, doesn't matter what bracket you fall under, you usually get the talk. Well, in my household, it was no different. I received the talk before we left out the door. And we already knew how to conduct ourselves as young ladies, as little girl young ladies. We just knew. And if we didn't conduct ourselves in a certain kind of way, then, my friend, it would not be good for anyone involved. Put it that way. So, make a long story short, I have always practiced the importance of making sure that I hold myself accountable. And how am I being perceived? Granted, there are going to be times that you could be doing everything right, making sure everything is done correctly, and you will still have those jealous, envious people that will still find things to say. We're not talking about them. We are just really zeroing in on how you are conducting yourself, your business, your professional life, your personal life. And if you had to take a poll from strangers, not from family, not from friends, what would they say? I'm talking about a true natural or a neutral party. What would they say? Would they say that we can see that you're very serious? Would they say that their performance is uncomparable? Would they say that you take pride in what you do? Would they say that you're just lazy and you just, hopefully something sticks on the wall? What would they say? I'm talking about a true neutral party. Not someone who's going to do digs at you and who really don't like you in the first place. I'm not talking about those people. But what would a neutral party say about you? Well, this is the reason why I take everything that I do seriously, even right now, before the millions is in my bank account. I carry myself as though I just literally got off my jet. As literally, I just got through speaking to Oprah on the other line, and her and I are trying to decide where we're going to build our next school for girls. I speak and I act as though I just left my beautiful home in Puerto Rico, at least one of them, that faces the beach on one side and faces the rainforest on the other. Yes, if you guys know me well, you know the home I'm speaking about, by Terry Ajomo. So love her. She is such an inspiration. And if you don't know who she is, be sure to look at and go to this website called Trade and travel.com. We produce whatever it is that we say we're going to do. Gosh darn it, do it. And do it right. And if it's not done right, redo it until it's done correctly. So when I last spoke to you guys, I shared about the fact that I have a goal at my project. Now, many of you are probably saying, what project is she speaking about? Now, she's talking about the Damn It brand. Is she talking about her coaching and consulting? Is she speaking about the Usher? Is she speaking about the fact that she's running for office in 2022? Yes, it's all of those things, but that's not what I'm speaking about. I am speaking about, when I call a project, I'm speaking about the project that I'm currently doing by recruiting beautiful nurses from all over the world, both male and female nurses. And I stated in my last video on January 31st, if you have not seen it, pause this video and be sure to take a look. This video will end up on YouTube. I am doing a Facebook Live right now in the Science of Getting Rich, which is my private group, but it will end up on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell so then you will be always informed as to when Ann Humphrey the Oz Show has uploaded a new video. So let's get down to it. I said by February 15th, which is tomorrow, wanted to do it today, that I was going to have at least a minimum of 15 submittals, meaning nurses who I've spoken to, who I have submitted them to being interviewed, and eventually, if the hiring manager feels that they are a viable candidate, that I will also have the offers as well. So here's the deal. Here's my stats as of February 14th, 2022. I have had 10 submittals, not too shabby. I've had 10 submittals, and out of those submittals, I have had 6 offers to be exact. I am still working on getting that strong 15 offers that will soon turn into acceptances. So what do I mean by that? They first have to be submitted, then they get interviewed. Then if the hiring manager and the nurse love each other, then that's when an offer is presented. And then after the offer is presented, that is when the nurse sign, which is called an acceptance. That's when they have accepted the position. So again, 10 submittals. Out of those 10 submittals, I've had 6 offers. And then out of those 6 offers, I have had 2 of them already signed and accepted. Now, you may be saying, well, Ann, if you got 6 offers, what's taking them so long? Well, some offers require some other type of pertinent information and detail that, the hiring team has to make sure it is in writing so everyone is on the same page. Sometimes they may have to speak to their current manager, especially if it's a lateral move, or sometimes they may have to, get some other documents together in order for them to have what is called an acceptance. So when it comes down to an offer, there's a lot of stuff that goes in place that must be first taken care of in order for them to sign. So I'm so excited about the fact that although I didn't make my 15, I'm on my way to make it my 15, but I love to be able to share and show real numbers as to what I have achieved within this 14 days. Now, let me say this. This week, I have 3 interviews that just starting off the week, I have 3 interviews already. So those 3 interviews may get offers, which will bring my offer list up. So I'm just so excited about that. And at the end of the day, it is important to make sure that you keep what you say and hold yourself accountable, because all of this is required in order for you to be able to have the results that you say that you so rightfully deserve. And more importantly, it allows you to say, hey, if I can keep my word and stay the course and stay focused and don't allow for any excuses, then that will result in by my execution, it will result in many other open doors that would just open because of the fact that you kept your word, you were held accountable, and you fulfilled your goal slash promises to thyself. So that's what I wanted to make sure that I report on by sharing what my current situation is right now. So now, secondly, what I like to do is make sure you stay tuned, because by the ending of this month, I will be able to tell everyone what I ended with for my offers slash acceptances with my project. Now, another thing that I'm working on, the other day, I realized that when you have made up your mind that you're going to become a millionaire, I saw somewhere, I can't recall where I do recall, there was this attorney that I follow on Instagram, and I can't remember her name, but she's a sharp attorney. She usually dresses very immaculate, and she'll say things like, look at me from head to toe, from the shoes to the handbag. Well, if anyone knows who she is, you'll know who I'm speaking about. Fortunately, I just can't think of her name right now, but I remember she put up a post, and she said on the post, and I don't know if it's her quote, but she had a quote there. She said that you've become a millionaire way before the millions hit your bank. Now I'm paraphrasing. It was something like that. In other words, your mindset, you become a millionaire first in your mindset way before the millions actually are there, where you can actually feel, touch, or see. So in saying that, I wanted to share and show this. I believe I shared it in my mastermind group. I don't think I shared it here, but this is a picture, a marketing tool that the group, some of the founding members, you see two of the founding members here. Hi, Ron. Hi, Jeffrey. And also I'm going to add Sabrina Hill, who is going to also be on here for right now. But I want you guys to take a look at this. Yes, please take a look at that. This is amazing. And I came up with the hashtag millionaires in 2022. It's just that simple. I'm very clear that it's not our job to know the hows. It is very important that we just know that we will, and we are already millionaires. So this, my friends, is the marketing piece that I created for the group, specifically with the founding members' names on it. I will also end up eventually getting business cards. So on the back, everyone will have their own individual name, number, email. So then they can also invite those others who are like-minded individuals who truly desire to learn and read about the science of getting rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. Again, everything that we're doing here is from and by the teachings of Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. Okay, so this here, make sure you look at it very clearly and closely. Okay, This is what we have here. Yay! Mr. Wallace D. Waddles, right here. Okay, so that was something else I wanted to make sure I say. Again, this is a seven-figure mastermind group. This group is truly a group that you're going to want to be a part of. There is a vetting process. I'm not just looking for seat fillers. I'm probably looking for about 5 to 7 more individuals who are truly serious about becoming a millionaire this year. This is what this group is for. Those people who are willing to read the science, become the science, live the science, project the science, where people can actually see what it is that you're doing. And then they will be able to know, hey, what is this person doing differently? And then you can tell them about what it is that you're doing. Of course, I understand that a lot of you may have grown up like myself with different types of philosophies. And one of the things that I always say in the group is that the Bible for me is number one, and the science of getting rich is number two. This is my number two book. Why? Because you've got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a science to getting rich. First, you must open your mind to the idea that you have the right to have everything that you're thinking of. Not that you have to be reasonable in your ask, as it says here in chapter 6 about the man who was very poor, who lived in a little small apartment and asked for reasonable things until he realized that all wealth was his. Chapter 6, towards the ending of chapter 6, you've got to read it. Make sure you invest in this book. There is a vetting process. So we will have to speak first to make sure that this group and the pace that we're going is going to match and even propel you in accelerating your millions. Okay. All right. So on to the next. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just stop here. I want to make sure, I know there's a lot of you who are Super Bowl fans and who looked at, what is it, the Rams and the Bengals on last night and saw that lovely, lovely halftime show with Dr. Dre, the DRE, and Eminem and Mary J and 50 Cent. I mean, goodness, I can't even name everyone who was there. Snoop Dogg, everyone who was there. That was the best halftime show ever. And it was just amazing to be able to, hear songs that are relatable, songs that are timeless, songs that are never ever going anywhere, songs that bring back memories of when you first heard the song. It was just amazing to see Dr. Dre playing the piano, just the setup, it was just something to marvel. So I just wanted to make sure I state that for all the football fans, because I know that you guys love it. And of course, I won't say anything about football because I know nothing, but congratulations to the Rams. But I have to say, Bengals, God, by golly, by George, you gave them a run for their money. Again, I am not a football expert, but what I think the final score was 20-23. You know, Bengals, hey, you still deserve a pat on the back in my book. But congratulations, Rams. You have done it again. All right. So that was not even on my list to speak about, but goodness, we had the Super Bowl last night. We've got Valentine's Day tonight. I mean, just all this love in the air. So I had to make sure I say something about it. Now, let's get back down to business. This book here, The Name It and Claim It Game. Now, although this is not the science of getting rich, but I am reading this book right now. I mean, as you can tell, I am reading this book right now because this lady, Helene Hansel, she obviously was a woman who studied directly with Dr. Silva, the Silva method. And the reason why that's so near and dear to me is because back in 2008, I too did the Silva method, and I am a lifetime graduate of the Silva method. Now, the Name It and Claim It game, this is about a person who was literally every contest that she entered, she won. And again, it's all about mindset. Now, granted, there was work she had to do. It wasn't like she was sitting down, just twiddling her thumbs. If the contest required her to put something in writing or write a short essay or write a sentence or come up with some names for different ponies or whatever it is that the contest required, she definitely had to do the requirements. But when she did the requirements, she took pride in what she was doing. And more importantly, she did not just come up with something and to say, oh, I'm not going to put any energy into it. Also, she visualized herself already winning the contest, even before the contest was drawn to say who actually won. I would strongly suggest that this book here is something, again, I'm not getting paid from this. I don't get paid to even show Mr. Wallace D. Waddle's book. I don't get paid from any of the estates, okay? These are just books that I truly believe, especially since we are reading and learning about the science, and within our group, everyone knows that they have to create at least 7 streams of income. One of your streams could be getting into different contests and just actually following the steps. I can't tell you all the steps because I'm just reading it myself. So do yourself due diligence. Invest in the book. Get the book. You can get it from Amazon. I received mine from Amazon as well. I may just leave the links below. So then for those who are really interested in getting this book, you will be able to get this book and you can just click the link below and purchase this book. But this, my friends, could be a stream of income. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought one of my streams could be learning how to be the ultimate contest winner? Now, it does require for you to read, for you to study, to show thyself approved, just like with anything else. You must learn about the contest. You must probably do a deep dive and learn which contest would be more of a higher level of a better opportunity for you winning as opposed to getting into a contest or a lottery pool or etc. that may be a little bit more challenging. Again, I'm just giving you ideas. Hello. Just like I spoke about tradeandtravel.com. That's just an idea. I don't get paid to talk about Terry Ijomo's beautiful course. Although I haven't taken it yet. I know it's beautiful. I know it's fantastic because she's helping many people. And I will be a part of Trade and Travel with Terry Ijomo, the $5,000 package. I will be investing in that. That's another stream of income. I have to say this. I was speaking to someone today, and literally I've been speaking to people just about every day. And one of the things that I say to them is that right now we are all working hard for the money that we are receiving because we must be good stewards. Right? But the idea is to work hard for the money now. So then the money then can work hard for you. But you've got to know where to place it and put it. The first step is gathering the money. Gathering as much monies as you possibly can. This could be a stream. It may not work for you. I'm not saying that it will. All I'm saying is open up your mind when you think of 7 streams of income. It's just a suggestion, folks. Just a suggestion. And if you have any other suggestions, comment below. Comment below and share your suggestions. I'm open to that. Comment below. Okay, so I wanted to share that. The Name It and Claim It game. Again, I will post the link for both this book as well as this book, The Science of Getting Rich. You're definitely going to need this book, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you are planning to come and be a part of the group, because this is your book. It's just no different than going to school. You've got to have your materials. This is part of your materials. Okay? All right. So I shared that. Let's see here. Oh, and this is something else I pulled off the website. It's called Sweepstakes Starter Kit, a little book of winning big by Carolyn Willman, the Contest Queen. Now you can follow the Contest Queen. I believe that her page on TikTok is called the Contest Queen, at the Contest Queen or at Contest Queen. Either way, I will leave the link below so then you can follow her. She is the reason why I know about this book, because I happen to be scrolling and I happen to see her speaking about this book. And she is the reason why now I am in possession of this book. So you may definitely want to check her out, the Contest Queen, or it's just at Contest Queen. Either way, I will leave the link below. But I printed this up yesterday because she too has great tips and tricks that you can do, and you'll be able to find that on your own. This is something that she gives away for free, so you can take a look, print it out, do the same thing as I've done. I'm going to put it in paper protectors, and I am going to keep this near to me and study it along with still reading this book here. Okay? All right, let's see here. Now, a message specifically for Jeffrey Geist, and then I have a message specifically for Ron Caronian, which are the two founding members that you see here as well. Okay, I am so looking forward, Jeffrey, to you redoing that video. As I said to you earlier, it had cut off. So again, as millionaires, everything has to be in pure uniform. It has to look like you. It has to represent who you are. Um, Although I have been seeing you posting a lot on YouTube, your other videos. So when you get a free moment, please make sure to redo that video so then I can share it here on the Oz Show page on YouTube. Okay. And Ron Caronian, I am still looking forward to seeing your weekly check in as well. This is just a soft, friendly reminder. As I said to you guys in the group, it is not about hounding you guys to do certain things. This is all about becoming a millionaire. How are you showing up? If you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. That is all your decision. However it is that you show up, however it is that I show up, I've made the decision to show up that way, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And the same thing with you guys as well. Let's see else. What else can I talk about the weekly check-in since I'm already here? Oh, I am speaking to loads of people. I am looking at some other people that I can bring into this beautiful mastermind. I am also constantly working on my 7 streams of income. That is going to be, I'm thinking no later than the ending of first quarter, I should have a clear picture of all the streams that I will be working in and working on or investing in so it can work for me, and or no later than second quarter. And when I say second quarter, I mean the beginning of second quarter. However, you do have to be able to have a roadmap so that you'll be able to see exactly what your 7 streams are. And I will be able to present that to the group when we have our bi-weekly tell-alls virtually that we do on Saturdays. And as far as that is concerned, I think that I have covered everything that I needed to cover. I am looking forward to feedback and a weekly check-in, an up-to-date weekly check-in. So that means that right now I'm expecting 2 weekly check-ins from Jeffrey. Jeffrey has to redo the first one because it literally cut off. So make sure you do the redo of that. And then your current weekly check-in. And Ron, I need to be able to see 2 weekly check-ins from you to find out what you accomplished in January and what have you accomplished up to February thus far. Also, I am looking forward to seeing your presentation, Ron, on Saturday. Hopefully you'll get all of that information to me as quickly as possible so then I can add it to our agenda, as I've made it extremely easy for you so you don't have to worry about that. Looking forward to seeing, you guys and the upcoming tell-all. And for those of you who are not a part of the tell-all or the 7-figure mastermind group, that is because of the Science of Getting Rich teachings, you can leave me a message here below the video on YouTube And or if you personally know me, all you have to do is shoot me a text, send me an email, or connect with me on Facebook. However, do know that there is a vetting process. There is an interview involved because I want to make sure that whomever is a part of this group, you're really serious about going to the next level. No excuses here, only results. Okay? Think first, get the results done, and then you can come back and look at all the things that you have been able to do. Execute first, think later is one of my quotes. Execute first and think later. Oftentimes I see people who never move because they're too busy thinking and they haven't executed. Do not be one of those people. Execute first and think later. All right, that's the end of my weekly check in, and I look forward to seeing you guys back. For those of you who will be watching this on YouTube, again, please be sure to subscribe to Ann Humphrey, The Show. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell so you will know every time I have uploaded a new video. And for all of you who do desire to learn more about this incredible mastermind group, the 7-Figure Mastermind, that we literally use the science of getting rich as our guide, as the tool. Please leave your comments below, and or you can find me on Facebook, and I will leave those links below as well. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye bye now.